We are on a sleigh ride right now. Woo-hoo! A little bit of a surfing going on. We are on our way to El Nido, and it is a beautiful day. We've got 17 knots of wind, 12 apparent. We're doing about 8 knots of speed. Got the spinnaker flying.
It's a beautiful thing.
Oh, this has been our longest run yet with the spinnaker. Feels good to have it up for longer than like an hour, you know, just to see how it feels. Oh, it feels good. Okay, do you want to tell everybody why you look like you're dressed for spring sailing instead of like middle of summer?
Fully covered because I know we just left Culion, and it's just funny that this happened right after leaving that island. I've got a couple pretty bad spots. I assume they're just some sort of rash. I probably brushed up against some sort of poison ivy or something, but I normally don't have reactions.
But we were just in Crone and we were just picking cashews.
Cashews are related to the poison ivy plant, so there is some, but it's like a week and a half later, this is finally showing up after leaving Culion. I'm just like, oh man.
No, but that is not leprosy.
No, I know. No, it's definitely some sort of rash, but it looks pretty bad. So I'm trying to keep everything covered in case there's other spots that are gonna flare up, and that way I don't burn them with the sun, because all those oils get like, you know, intensified in the sun, and then they become itchy. I'm chilling in the shade. It's nice because this is the longest passage we've had of open sea. We haven't seen really any fishing markers at all, which is so nice that he actually gives like a few minutes to relax.
I know. Go look at you.
So nice.
It's so nice, isn't it?
This is what it'll be like on passage, you know? You just basically every now and then you get up and you look, and then you sit back down and you relax. It's just so nice to do it like this instead of just non-stop pearl farms and markers and tacks and yeah.
I am on watch at the moment, and this has sort of become the watch spot because you sit up a little bit higher. It's just you can kind of see everything all around, and it's a good position for the wheel. You can chill on the sofa, but we're still fairly close to land, so I feel like I need to be a bit more vigilant with my watches. Also, just how notorious it's been with all of the fishing gear. I'm still erring on the side of being extra cautious, but it is a beautiful day, and we are headed to El Nido for a couple of reasons. One, just because it's supposed to be really beautiful and everybody raves about it. Secondly, is to pick up a crew member, our very first, well, technically our second crew member, because Casey would have been our first guest on board, and we are going to pick up Joshua, who you might remember if you've been with us for a while. He is our friend from New Zealand. We stayed with him whenever we were in the South Island.
You know, the 2-year plan is we're in the 4th year of it now. We're on the home stretch.
Of course, he hosted us while we were there and introduced us to sheep farming, and we went boat camping and so many things together. We had a really great time, and now we get to pay it back.
I don't know if you could see anything there. Probably should have put the camera somewhere else. But we are jibing, and we're trying to figure out which sail we want to put back out so we can make another turn. I'ma be the baddest that you ever done so. I'ma be the baddest that you I'ma be the baddest that you I'ma be the baddest that you ever done so. That's like 100 feet from us.
Maybe? It's just, it blends in so much depending on which direction you're looking at. Like, I hate this. Okay, so this is like where now I want to take the spinnaker down because I feel too distracted. Like I just need basic, easier sails that like, if I have to jibe, I gotta jibe. Oh. We were having such a good time.
Yeah.
No obstacles. See, now look at that thing. It's hard to spot.
After our last sailing video, a few people commented like, what are you worried about? You're just gonna hit a stick or hit a little thing and it's just gonna bounce under the water and you'll be fine. It's no big deal. No, those things can be attached to cages. Sometimes they have big metal devices that attract fish attracting devices. That's why they're called pads. And they could be metal, they can be, just, you never know what's down there and you gotta be careful and vigilant. Vigilant? Is that a word? Diligent? Vigil.
What are you trying to say?
I don't know. Diligent?
Diligent.
Is that a word?
Diligent's a word?
Okay. There you go. Be diligent. There's nothing underneath them on the water, so they're really hard to see. So it's not like a ball or like a white piece of styrofoam or anything. We just passed one and there's another one coming up. It's very close. Where did it go? There. Almost impossible to see. Oh, there it is. Do you see it?
Oh, I see it. I see it. Holy shit. I was having such a wonderful, lovely sailing day and now I'm terrified. It's just such a navigational hazard. So bad. I think it's just welcome to Asia. This is what we're gonna have to get used to. Doesn't mean I have to like it, but I think we're gonna have to get used to it. We're gonna have to be this diligent. Gonna need a cup of coffee for this. We're not sponsored by Jura, but we should be. Okay, coffee?
Thank you.
Yeah. Whoa, whoa, whoa. A very sweaty future me coming at you because what I should have reached for, which is what I'm reaching for right now, is AG1 because they are the sponsor of today's video. And not only could I have felt that energy and that focus that I was looking for, I could have done myself one better because this stuff is packed with 75 vitamins, minerals, and whole food source ingredients, plus prebiotics and probiotics, which are good for my gut health. And AG1 is constantly putting their formula to the test and is backed by multiple research studies. And 97% of participants in a research study said they felt more energy after 30 days. So I am not alone in this feeling. This little green powder packs a punch. On the boat, we have the pouch, which is an entire month's supply. But when we're on the go, these little travel pouches are very convenient. I got my insulated mug so that my water is nice and cold. And AG1 sort of has this tropical vanilla meets pineapple flavor, which is super refreshing on a hot day like today. And right now, if you want to give it a try, which I highly recommend that you do, then just scan the QR code somewhere here on the screen, apparently right there, or click the link down in the description box below and they will give you a year supply of vitamin D3 plus K2 and 5 of those lovely travel packs for free with your first purchase. So thank you very much to AG1 for helping to make this video possible. And thank you for watching, which speaking of, let's get back to keeping an eye out for sticks. Have you seen any more?
I haven't seen any more, no. So, feels like our wind's picking up a little bit. You got a screen there.
Yeah, we've got 13 and a half knots of apparent, 17 true. So,
cool.
Same.
Yeah, feels like we're cruising.
We're doing 9 knots, so we are.
Yeah. First drone flight. Yeah.
Yeah, real nervous.
Yeah.
Basic fear health.
Exactly.
I can't even talk.
I won't bother you. She's flying the drone. I'm keeping an eye out for sticks. We've got a turn in about 20 minutes, so it'll be a short flight. Man, we've been having all these issues with the drone not taking off. Like we would get these warnings, and we've tried flying the drone 20 or 30 times, never got it to lift. So this is why 3 months in, we're finally flying the drone with the boat. That's why it's a little nerve-wracking, because it's the first time. Turns out it was just like an update. So I had to like clear the entire firmware, download a special software online and then reinstall firmware, and now it's taking off. Anyway, if you get a warning in your drone that says don't take off while moving and it won't allow you to take off, there you go. Okay, now it's my turn to catch, which is always exciting. I think Nikki has the harder job bringing it into the boat. I'm just catching. Just catching.
You would think that after all these years I wouldn't be so nervous, but the thing is, when it's been a long time since you've flown a drone while sailing, then it's a moving target with a moving target, and it is just always nerve-wracking for me. I've only ever sunk one drone so far. I feel like that's like saying I've never run aground yet. Like, it's sort of inevitable. Something will one day go wrong and I'll mess it up again, but not today, not today. It was very exciting. Ooh. But the boat moves so much faster too. So it's like the whole idea of trying to keep up with a boat that's moving at 8 or 9 knots and land while it's going that fast. Because the only way to really slow the boat down, especially with the spinnaker up, can a little bit, but it's like slowest we could get it to go is 7 knots. So it's either that or furl it in, but that kind of takes a whole while and everything else anyway. So it's like you just got to get used to it, and I am just getting used to it, and it's exciting. I like it. I like it.
Just for clarity, she did not sink a drone. It just touched the water and I grabbed it. It was in New Zealand and we were on anchor, and the boat was swinging wildly on anchor because it always blows 30 knots in New Zealand, and the dinghy just goes whoom and clips the edge of the drone, and it just goes bloop right in the water. I picked it up 1 second in the water. Toast. So we didn't like lose it in the middle of the ocean. You've never lost one sailing. And yes, it is beautiful. Look at it. It's so beautiful.
All the rocks and the formations here completely different than anything else that we've seen so far. Palawan, you are beautiful.
Now we're turning hard. The wind's dying. We're just trying to hold on. We were aimed at this rock right here, and now we're like aimed out to sea. Oh no!
Oh yeah, we've only got 6 knots.
Oh yeah.
Hey, we're still going 5.
Wow. 5 knots and 6 knots a wind.
5.4 apparent. We're doing 4.7, and we're not trimmed properly, so it's good.
Yep. Time to do something. Look at this, man, it's like Yosemite.
Now, what was that you were trying to say while running the anchor windlass?
I was saying, what a beautiful, beautiful anchorage. It's like we're in the middle of Yosemite, and there's Half Dome right here, and we're anchored right underneath it, and 10 meters. We haven't had 10-meter anchorage in forever. So, man.
Or ever.
Here, everything is so deep until it's not. So there's so few anchorages, so just to kind of stumble on this place feels good.
Yeah.
Like we're exploring. We're explorers. Clearly, we're at the airport. Joshua just landed, and there is a pier here. This is like the perfect place to pick up crew. Nice sandy anchorage, beautiful beaches, supposedly good restaurants, a pier, a dock. It's gonna be great.
Can't ask for anything. I don't want to speak too soon or jinx it, but this might be the easiest airport pickup we have ever done.
Ooh, lots of bolts. Definitely not gonna leave the boat here.
I know we have a friend coming. We were just gonna pick him up here, or you want me to go to the beach?
So land a friend just flew in on a plane.
Plane.
Our friend came on a plane. Yes, that's our boat.
Yes, our boat.
Yeah.
Scar, pagtukan niyo, Scar. Yeah, when the pick up, ma'am, the plane.
Yes. Yes.
Sa aeroplano ko no, Kalin.
Did I say this is the easiest? I lied. A little bit of drama. Oh my goodness. Okay, turns out private resort, private beach. Not that there's any way to tell that from the chart, but it is. So of course we start coming up this way, and of course whenever we saw the pier, we were like, this is really nice for a public pier, because it is not public. This is all private. So anyway, they contacted management for us, and of course we were like, we came here because we thought we could have lunch at the resort and pick up our friend. But we didn't know, we're so sorry. And anyway, they were very nice, very accommodating, and said, you know, they called, got permission, said it's okay, but it was technically not okay. But anyway, we can come, we can have lunch. They were all very nice. So wow, that was, they could have just been an absolute no, and you send your friend to town and shame on you. But they didn't do that. They were very nice about it. And so now we will absolutely go patronize their restaurant and continue to apologize to everybody and say thank you very much for you know, not being really mean and kicking us all out. Turns out it's a private resort and private beach.
Oh, perfect.
Sorry for the drama. Welcome.
Oh, it's just beginnings, I hope. That's the music.
All right, so we had a very quick bite of lunch, and it is not just a resort. This is like a whole public area, as it turns out, public beach, and it's chock-a-block restaurants and everything else, but I think the beach and that pier are all still technically privately owned, and apparently security is very tight for boats coming up from the water. But otherwise, if you came by car, anybody's allowed. So anyway, a weird situation, but it worked out. And now we're headed into town, and thanks to our local friend Sid, who you'll meet soon, he has dropped off a vehicle of his for us to borrow for the day, which Jason will have no fun at all driving. Oh, thank you.
Welcome.
Oh my gosh.
Pretty badass.
This is might be overdoing it for just a market
I
run.
know, man.
Welcome to the Philippines.
Press so far.
Not to worry about a windshield. Bitter gourd.
Oh, pineapple looks fresh.
Yeah.
Stocking up on food is always a big task. Thankfully, this is a nice big market. So our mission is to find the food that's in the best condition.
Those potatoes could be okay.
Yeah.
Because once we sail away from here, it could be weeks before we see another market. We need the food to last for as long as possible without spoiling. And of course, the freshest foods will be the ones grown here and not imported.
Tuna.
Which is the fun part, because it means we learn to eat and cook the way the locals do.
Good thing you wore your swim trunks. Have moved over to a little cruiser friendlier of an anchorage, one with less security. And Joshua has gone ashore to do a little bit of shopping. He needed some warm weather clothing because again, he lives in New Zealand, South Island. Not exactly tropical weather, so he's gone into town for a couple of shirts, and we are gonna go meet up with Sid, a local who lives here, and go on a bit of an adventure. Oh, one question we keep getting about leaving the tender, people are like, aren't you afraid somebody's gonna steal your dinghy? And I'm like, I have never felt more secure about somebody not stealing my dinghy because unless you're a very educated thief, you're not gonna know how to turn it on or how to drive it. So no, not really. Unless you're gonna be willing to swim it away, then no, not really. Plus, this is a very secure beach. It's right in front of a resort, lots of people watching. It's very safe, very safe. It's like parking your car in a parking lot. Are you worried that somebody's gonna take it? Sure, they could. Most likely, probably not.
And Sid knows the owner, so he said he's gonna keep an eye on it for us.
Exactly, yeah. So, no, these kinds of places, mm-mm. Now, if we were in the big city, sure, that's where you gotta lock your tender up and be concerned. But out here, not usually an issue.
Just arrived at.
Recording?
Yeah, I thought you said it was recording. Yeah, yeah. Look, the boss is back there. Yes, boss, I am recording.
We are recording. Yes.
We got Sid here.
Hi.
Sid?
Hello.
You're gonna introduce us to everybody.
Hello everyone.
Oh, it's tracking on me. This is the only downside.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah. So we'll introduce everybody when we walk. We just had a viewpoint. You said we're going over there.
Yes. So you see that brown like that?
Yeah.
So that is San Fernando port. We're gonna park there and we're gonna walk there. You see those little boats there? That is the Palawan farm camp.
Beautiful.
It's not often that we get to meet up with fellow creators, but when we do, it is wild how fast the bond and the banter forms, regardless of country or cultures.
Look at baby, look at the kids. Aww. I want one.
Yes, we can. It's a CF Moto.
Let's go China!
Yes.
China for the win!
All right, we're walking to a farm. This is Sid.
Hello everyone.
He's
Hi.
local.
And I know that El Nido is a healing place. It will heal us. It will give us a better outlook. I'm glad that the kids found Earth, school, everything's falling into place. I just really hope that this is the best decision for my family. Pit-pit ko sila sa idea na to. I'm happy that Kat supported this wholeheartedly.
So we are headed over to Tao and there will be a nice dinner prepared for us and of course for sunset drinks.
Tamarind, right?
Tamarind mojito.
Yeah. Tamarind mojito.
Yeah. Who are these other
Okay, this is my wife Kat.
Hey. Hi guys.
And we have Sam and Essa.
Hi guys!
Hi.
We're heading to the Tao farm. I've never been there, but I'm super excited to see.
We already said that.
Okay.
We want to know, who are you?
I am Sam.
found out
I am
that
I'm a host
Influencer.
and I'm an influencer. Am I getting paid for this? Because
Yes.
if not, delete my part.
Show me the money.
One eternity later.
Babe, okay lang?
Oh, one more.
Okay, what do I say?
I don't know.
Introduce yourself. Hi, I'm Essa. I'm actually just Sam's editor and wife, I guess.
Editor first before wife.
And yeah, that's about it.
What's your favorite cocktail of choice?
Oh wow, margarita all the way.
Oh, okay. All right.
Tequila.
Let's take this hike.
Tamarind choice.
Let's go.
Tamarind mojito, let's go.
I got the question about the drink choice.
This is-
Oh my gosh, this celebrity, huh?
It's not good, but it's not to be expensive.
No windshield.
Hi. Hi, hi.
These are called the tuka. cuts.
They're called what?
Tuka.
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 Tuka is
Like a
the
beak.
of
So
bird.
yes, Tao expedition will take you 3 days on a voyage around the islands of Coron, and you will stay not on board but in different Tao exclusive beach camps, such as this. So I've experienced the 3-day expedition in Nido. It was really, for me, even if I'm a local, from the Philippines, and also living in El Nido, and doing a Tao expedition in El Nido, it was something special. And I'm not even exaggerating.
And that's the sailing one.
Yes.
Oh,
And
yeah.
especially if you go on board the Balatik. That, for me, amplifies the experience.
But what do you call it? A parao?
A parao.
Parao.
P-A-R-A-W. Yes, a parao.
Okay, and what's your discount code? Because it sounds like you're sponsored.
So, so my discount code is Sid El Nido. You get 20% off.
They're going to be so disappointed when they go to check out.
On the tamarind. On the tamarind mojito.
Only.
Only.
One. Only one.
Yeah, and I'm gonna unbox one.
Will it make a
And
difference?
Nikki, I also need your
drone?
expertise later.
Now I'm understanding why we got the invitation. Sid really just wanted to put me to work.
Series called Destination Unboxed.
Beautiful, beautiful. Look at this place. This. Better not drink my mojito.
Look at this guy unboxing using a drone.
It's pretty neat. You're just up here at the top of this little bamboo tower, watching the sunset. You got the tips of the palm trees, the part that you rarely see from the ground, and it just makes such a spectacular scene. It's just soft sand, clear water, mountains in the background. Just gorgeous. Beautiful.
You there?
You didn't drink it?
No.
I touched it.
This is really good.
Sarap na? Tamarind.
I would sacrifice.
This is. You should know your name, your chef, because you guys like your chef.
And go for it. Boom. And then wrap focus. Boom. Back to the Indian. Boom. Expression. Yes.
Yeah, it's roasted peanut. Really rack focus. Really hot. It's a very simple broth, guys. It's
Well, I gotta give it to the Filipinos. They take hospitality and the whole a way to a person's heart is through their stomach seriously.
Do you know how long it's been since I've had patacones? We're kind of a different part of the world, but they still eat patacones here, and it's really wonderful.
Just smashed plantains and fried to crispiness. It's basically like a plantain chip, and it's delightful.
It's with ginger tea, turmeric, and cinnamon sticks. Yes. And I don't
Palawan cacao.
I don't think I have ever felt more full and embraced than I have here.
Just the vibrations.
And no, that isn't the tamarind mojito talking. But I will say thank you for watching and goodbye for now, because I might be suffering from a food coma soon.
That was delicious.
It's good.
What a wonderful night.
The real adventure begins.
Look at these, look at
No
this.
lights, no signal, nothing.
Sit on the wheel.
These Sony guys.
And their low light, high ISO.